subscribe to the channel, like, comment, guys. See you later. Bye. Like, comment, subscribe to the bell. Peace out.
You heard what they say. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification bell, post the video. I'm basically talking in this video. Enjoy the video. Come back to the channel. Forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification bell, post the video. I got a headache coming, you know what I'm saying? Get that gum out the camera, little girl. Anyways, that's Kira a little bad, but want to be up under me all the time. I'm about to get into this video. I'm basically going to be talking in this video because I'm bored out of my mind. Keep on rolling. Oh, yeah. Life gonna keep on going. We gonna keep on rolling. Oh, yeah. What y'all got going on? Anyways. Y'all is right. My kids is loud, and I do need to nip it in the bud. I be telling kids be quiet when I make videos all the time, or sometimes when Naya make her video, she tell them to be quiet too. But they know when I'm making a video because I tell them I say I'm making a video. Y'all get quiet. Anyway, it's been a long, crazy day for me. I finally got my big boy back on the road. I got a call around to different auto part places, not no used car lot, to get this hub for my car for the ABS joint. It's been like that for the last 5 years, but he said it's not that bad, but it's kind of a little bit shaky. It's just a little bit, but he said it's called an ABS ball joint, so I got to get that. But anyways, other than that, the car runs good, the brakes are good. I mean, it shuts down like it's supposed to when it comes down to a complete stop, whatever. So I thank God for that. But every dime that I had, I'm gonna tell y'all something, everything I had I put into that car. So now it's time to go and try to get more money and try to put more money on top of more money to just do the things that I want to get done. For right now, the bills are paid, the kids are fed, everything is done, the car is done. The main thing I was worried about was my truck because I didn't have a way to get around. You know what I'm saying? I know Naya, she works, she go to school and do things that she need to get done. I know she don't have time to try to come out and get mom, but she does help out when the time was needed. So I appreciate that a lot, and I love you. Other than that, if she didn't have a car, then I don't know how I would have got around because my kids' grandma used to drive around. She used to take me where I had to go. That's why I fight hard to have the things that I have. Today also drained me out a little bit because being in that heat, I'm telling you, when you in the heat and black people don't mix. I know for sure it don't mix with me. So I'm gonna get up in here and take a shower soon. Probably get up on the stove in a little bit and probably figure out what I'm gonna cook in my kitchen. Of course, my kitchen. Figure out what I'm gonna cook in my kitchen. Replay. Only reason why I say it like that is because I don't know what I'm gonna cook because y'all always saying get down, do the video. They always saying cook vegetables or give the kids fruits or give the kids this. I'm gonna tell y'all something. That pot on the stove back there, you see them pots on the stove? Let me zoom it in a little if I can. Right back, move here, right, move. That pot right there on the stove, it is still full of food. And I had forgot to put it in the refrigerator, so they didn't eat nothing yesterday. I cook all that food for nothing. I fix plates, they put them in the refrigerator. That's the reason why I mainly don't cook like that, because the kids don't eat, and I just make sandwiches or, fix some cereal and milk or hot dog sandwiches or whatever. My kids will eat cereal all day. I remember when my nephew was growing up, and this was way before I had any kids, Naya was in the womb. I was staying at my sister's house, and her boys would come in from school and all through the night and go in the freezer. It would be hardly no food in her refrigerator at all. Like, it just be milk and cereal and something else in there, whatever. That was when we was a little bit younger, and we, she was working as a nurse or whatever. I'm at the hospital, a registered nurse or whatever. And I would keep the boys for her, and the boys would come home from school and go straight to the refrigerator. They know the deal. I guess what their mama told them is to go in there and pick them some cereal milk, and that's all them boys grew up off of, cereal milk. And they love cereal. That's my boys in here now. They love cereal. Ashay, he wouldn't give a damn. It's a whole hot meal on the stove. He gonna eat that and 2-3 bowls of cereal. So one thing my kids do like, I want to address to you guys, is they do love cereal and milk. And they love their snacks too as well. And I know a lot of y'all say in the comments, Nika, cut back on the candy, cut back on the sweets. With the kids or whatever, try to get them healthier food, give them more vegetables. I take advices, I do. So I'm gonna do it one day on a video for you guys. Not only just one day, more than one day, if they like the way I do set up with the vegetables. I'm gonna want to do a whole YouTube video of them sitting at the table eating potatoes and like broccoli or something like that. But I know only person in the house that like broccoli is Samaria. Samaria loves broccoli and cheese. So I probably do a video one day where I do the broccoli and cheese, the frozen in the bag, and put it like in a pot or whatever. Y'all also been saying get the frozen vegetables in the bag. I hate the frozen vegetables in the bag, but I might wind up getting a bag of those and putting it in the slow cooker with some ham hock in it and let it cook overnight and see how it goes. Since it's already probably is it pre-cooked or is what? Just in the bag? So I basically probably gonna do that too as well. But I've seen a lot of comments on y'all wanting me to do different things with the children eating habits wise, because y'all saying I'm giving them too much sodium, like such as beef stew and, like fried chicken, fried food too as well. And I do agree with y'all because their little bodies are starting to grow, and then, they need to have like more nutritious food inside of their bodies as human beings in the world, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I see the comments, and I do agree with y'all. Most of the time, we do need to start eating more healthy than what we eat. I don't want no chewing gum. And stop giving them too much sweets and all that stuff too as well, because of the rotten teeth, all that stuff coming from eating candy and stuff like that too as well. So once they get their teeth pulled, I'm gonna try to lack and try to giving them all that hard candy, because when their other teeth grow back in, I think that's gonna be. I think when you a baby or a child, the teeth coming like 3 times after that it stopped growing. So me personally, honestly, as a kid growing up, we used to eat candy all the time too. So I'm gonna cut back on a lot of different things. I did take y'all advice on the vegetables. I'm gonna go in the store, get a couple of vegetables, cook them and see if they're gonna eat them. But I know they like potatoes. I know they like corn. You know, rice is one thing we eat all the time in our house too as well. They're like, nigga, y'all always eating rice. I love rice and my kids. Mashed potatoes, I love mashed potatoes too. But we always do eat the same things, such as hot dogs and poker beans, because that's one of our favorite meals. But as long as they got a meal on their stomach, that's good too as well. But I do agree with y'all, totally agree with you guys on making these kids, on making myself, feeding my kids on a better nutritionist and putting them on a better, I can't even pronounce the fucking word right. Put them back on a regular menu. Like salad, we love salad as long as it got eggs in it and all that stuff. I used to make salad one time, if y'all remember. On my YouTube channel, you can go back through my videos. You will see where I used to make salads and nuggets for them. That's one thing we have not had in a while either. So I basically want to do nuggets and salad one day or whatever. Everybody was like, too. Another thing I want to address too. They was like, I try to get everything in one video, so I want to come back. They was also saying he could get a chalkboard and put chores on it. Let me tell you something about the chalkboard. Okay, let me be simple with the chalkboard. How many times have I had a chalkboard in this house and it has been knocking down off the refrigerator or whatever else it's been at? That chalkboard, we don't need it. It comes out of the mouth, goes into the body, and they can hear. So nobody basically has assigned chores in my house right now. We all work together in here because we don't have furniture right now at this point. And I'm really not trying to put a lot of furniture in here because I got to move again. So basically, we all work together as a team with the living room, dining room area, whatever. They rooms is for them to do. My room is for me to do, but if they make the mess in my room, then I make them clean it up, because my kids get in the habit of taking their shit off and leaving it in my room all over my floor. I know a lot of you are parents that watches my channel and know what I'm talking about. You get your kids in there, they take off their shoes, their clothes, underwears, whatever they can take off, and throw it all over your floor or whatever, and they just run out and they expect you to clean it up. Or they might go in there with a piece of paper and pen and take the cardboard all over the floor, paper all over the floor, and expect you to clean it up. With my little babies, Kira and Lena and Isaiah, they know better, but they just simply tear up things and expect not to clean up. When I get in the mood of fussing in this house about cleaning up my damn house, I want my house clean. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we chilling, relaxing. The house is clean, of course. I don't know who that is in the sink over there. Who that is? That's Elijah. I don't know who that is in the sink, but that's Elijah. Anyways, my kids know the rules in this house, and we don't have to go buy a chartboard, but a chartboard was a great idea to get one and put the chores on them, and pay. I basically give my kids money every time I go out. So every time we go out, we go in stores, they get money in it. So with the chores, with the allowance money that I give, I can't even calculate, because one person was like, oh, you give them dollar items, this and the third. Girl, we ain't getting them a 25 cents when we was growing up. We didn't even get half of that. We ain't even had cell phones. Nowadays, these kids got iPhones, girl. At the age 12, 13, my daughter around there now, 13, got a goddamn iPhone. When I was 13, I have an iPhone? Hell no, the generation is way different. But I totally agree on the vegetables, the children eating habits, the chores, and what else did I recognize that I think I had liked to as well? Oh yeah, I like when y'all say things like, oh Nika, you doing your thing, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 block the haters, keep doing you, you know what I'm saying? People gonna talk about you regardless. People living behind a glass screen, that's one thing that they do. I, personally, being myself, don't try to live the perfect life. I might lie every now and then about certain things, that's me, I'm human, I'm not perfect. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm a real one. And I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. If I know I've been through something in my life situation, like CPS, I'm open up to the world. I've been through that shit before with CPS. Yes, I got my kids back. Yes, my kids were taken out of my care for false allegations. You know what I'm saying? I went out there and told the world what happened, what went on, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't do drugs. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do numerous of drug tests and stuff to get my children back. So at the end of the day, even now, I'm a sober human being. If I want to drink a glass of wine, I could. That's my choice. But if I wanted to do drugs, that could have been my choice. But I choose to be a humble human being and stay clear of drugs. I don't try to interact in drugs or criminal activities or going out in the street, going to the club anymore, or doing things that I used to do when I was younger. I'm older now. I'm more wiser. Only thing I'm focusing on is my children. If I get away every now and then, like going to a game or just hanging out with a friend or, just venting for a little bit, shopping in the store. We all as parents need a break every now and then, because that stress can build up so high you can explode. And I have been that way before. I might slam my door or scream, but I would never harm these kids in any physical way. That's one thing I will never do. Now, another thing I want to address is y'all are right. Nikki, you need to be more over your children than them over you, because you know you telling them to do things. Most time in the video they're not paying you no attention. They just walking around and not doing anything. Same thing not even saying about the other kids. Mama never was like that with me and Papa. If y'all don't do y'all chores, we would got our ass tore up. Y'all now just walk around act like y'all can't hear her talking to y'all. That's disrespectful. Get in here and do y'all chores. Now, CPS ain't got nothing to do with this either, because at the point of you trying to discipline your children, you're not harming them in any physical way. You're training them on how to do things in the household the proper way. Meaning, if you put your dishes in the goddamn sink, why don't you wash it? You ate out of it. If you go and use that bathroom, you took a poop in there, you pee, you think the next person want to see your poop or pee in that? Come on, no, flush that bitch. If you're going to sit up there and drop trash all over the floor and leave it there, you need to pick that shit up. You ain't got no slaves in here, and that's one thing about me. I don't never treat none of my kids like a slave. If you make a mess, you're going to clean it up. If you feel like I'm going to clean up behind you, you're wrong. So yeah, I do get on my kids, and I do talk a lot to my kids about cleaning up and doing things, but I don't whip my kids. That's one thing I don't do, because my grandma used to tear my ass up all the time. I was the type of person to get my behind whipped 24/7. So with me growing up, and I knew one day I was going to have kids, when God blessed me with my first one, I knew I was going to have kids. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to do my kids like how my grandma do me. I can't whip my kids with a stick or a belt or a bat or whatever she could find. Her hands punch me or whatever. I got my bust the blood out my mouth one time with her fists. Blood gushing everywhere. You know how bad I want, hey, breathe. You know how bad I want to run away? You eating it too fast, spit it out. That's a cheese puff you choking off of. And you gumming, that ain't funny. Anyways, I'm doing a video right now. Anyways, this generation now is way different than what it was when we was growing up. This is 2023. Back in 1984, when I was born on up, I guess the generation was way different. I don't know. But during the time I was growing up in 1999 to 1998, I can remember some things as a little girl, but I can't remember everything. But I know my grandma had her sons ruined. And like I said, well, in my book, when my brother got raped, it's something in that man's mind that made him do that. But as him growing up, I heard a lot of stories from my auntie on what he has done when he was growing up. I can't address that, but I'm not going to address that. But it's sick as fuck for him to do something like that. And I'm glad he didn't get a chance to get me, because he was trying to get me. At the time, my grandma dropped me off at the house, and he was running around the chair trying to rape me. I'm glad she came just in time. So at the end of the day, everything I've been through in my life made me stronger. Everything that I show the world or talk about is to open up to people, let them know my testimony, my story, because guess what? I've been through a lot in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm still standing here today. I'll be 39 years old this year, praying the Lord I'll be still alive and breathing to be here to see it. You know what I'm saying? With my children. So at the end of the day, I do agree and disagree on certain things, but on this video, I basically agree with you guys on what y'all saying about the sodium in the kids' food, the fried foods. They need to eat more healthier. I need to get, more stuff into their bodies as human beings to, make them, their bodies be more healthier than what it is. And I do agree. And I agree on the choice, but I'm not going to hold you guys up. I'm about to get ready to sit up in here and chill for a minute. And then I'm going to head on in the back, shower up, relax for a minute, and then play with the kids. So I'm gonna see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Turn the notifications when we post a video. I love you guys. On to the one spec, because truly I love y'all. Bye.